Okay, so my journal, my first version of the journal is officially on Amazon. Um, it's just been published. I'm just seeing it for the first time. I'm not really happy with the picture. So I need to figure out how to change the graphics and stuff for the book. I know some people have like video and stuff, and I need to figure that out. And also, I went in to edit the name of the book because it was only after I'd gone through the whole KDP process that I realized, like, that I actually looked up other people's journals, and I seen that like people had like really, really long titles of the book. It wasn't just like my pregnancy journal, it was like mum and baby keepsake and must haves for new mothers and all that sort of stuff. So I went in to try edit that. So it's the first time trying to edit it since publishing it, and you're not able to edit the name of the book. So what I'm doing is I'm actually just creating the book again from scratch, um, using my current one as a guide. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. So, one thing I did see someone do, which is what I want to do, is they added in the book dimensions into the name of the book. So 8.25 by 11. Let's see, I'm just going to put this in here at the end, and then I'll show you what I'm doing. Maybe it would be cool. Yeah, this whole Amazon thing is a journey. Let's see, 8.25 by 11 inches. And you know what else I'm gonna put in here is Irish made. I'll just put Irish made maybe in there. Okay, so my previous book title for the last one was just my pregnancy journal. So now I have my pregnancy journal, pregnancy and birth storybook, must have for expecting new mothers to capture every milestone, baby book keepsake. This is all just in the title of the book. Includes calendar, scrapbook, task lists, organizer, and memory book, Irish made, and then the dimensions of it. I have there as well. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. One thing I also wanted to figure out was the pricing of it. So I thought when I was first doing it that, sorry, I just needed to cough there. I thought when I was first doing it that it was saying that it was going to cost like 20-30 euro to print the book. So I was like, how are other people doing it so cheap on Amazon? Because there's ones that are like way cheaper, and I was like, the cost of my book is more than the price that you're selling it for. But then a friend of mine was telling me that a lot of people, what they'll do on Amazon is they'll get like really cheap products from like AliExpress or whatever, and then they'll do a markup and sell them. So even the quality of the books, like I'm doing all my printing on Amazon as well, which is very restrictive. Like I wanted to have like a little I wanted to have like a little ribbon inside. I wanted to have like an elastic around it to close it. I wanted to have a little folder in the back of the book, and none of that is an option on Amazon. It's super, super restrictive. But there are lovely journals on Amazon that have like all of that, and they have stickers and they have all these different things that my journal does not have. I'm okay with that, but they're also doing it for way cheaper, so it makes sense that they're just getting them really cheap off China, from China, and then they're putting a markup on it and selling them on Amazon. But I'm not doing any of that sort of stuff, and that's okay. Look, it is what it is. But I mean, back to the pricing. So I'm in Ireland. .co.uk is the closest to us, but there's obviously issues there because of Brexit. Amazon hasn't been great for Irish people because of Brexit, because there's now customs and all this sort of stuff as well. So someone was saying like, oh, the German like Amazon.de is probably the best one to do for Ireland. But then so I had put .co.uk as like the most used, that I'm estimating will be the most used marketplace. But then when I went to the pricing, I had to do it all in pound, which made it really awkward because I'd prefer it to be in euro. I had to do it in pound, and then it was like whatever the conversion rate was then for the euro, and it was just really messy, and it just wasn't like a clean figure. So then today I went back trying to figure out how to change it to .de, which I did, but then it got rid of all my categories, and when I went into the categories, they were all in German, which is no bueno for me. So I have to go back to .co.uk. So I'll just have to figure out like what the actual pricing is, how much are Amazon actually taking, and what's like my starting point that like just this price alone like is just Amazon and printing. Again, I'm not depending on Amazon for sales and stuff. I'm going to open up my own store, and I'll also be selling at like events and stuff like that, so I'm fine with that. But also I don't want it to be like the most expensive journal on Amazon either. You know, if there can be a couple of sales trickling in from Amazon, then that would be great. But yeah, okay, I have to go do all of this again, and I'm just thinking I might have an issue now because the ISBN number, which is the barcode number, is associated with the other book. Oh, I hope that's not an issue. Maybe if I just delete it from Amazon, then it will remove that from it. Right, I'll have to have a look at that. Oh, I hope that's not going to be an issue now. If it is, I might have to buy another barcode, which would not be ideal. If it is an issue, I will try removing the first journal from Amazon, and then if not, I'll have to just buy another barcode, which is another thing you have to do. So you have to create the journal, and then you have to buy a barcode and buy an ISBN number, and then figure out all of this stuff on Amazon. It's been a journey, but we're getting there. But it's so funny, like I feel like I'm back in the weeds of everything now doing all this, whereas I thought like I had it done by creating the journal, but I don't. Like, just this Amazon minefield is like another level. Anyways, so I'm gonna do that while getting kicked by my little baby, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, so update is official. I need to buy a new ISBN number and barcode, and not only that, I now need to change the ISBN number and barcode on my book cover, all because I can't change the title of my book on Amazon, which I think is bizarre that you can't change the title of your book, of all things. I just think that's strange. Like, I understand other things not being able to be changed once they're published, but the title I think you should be able to change. So I don't know. I'm kind of just going by other pregnancy journals that are on there, and as I said, they're like really descriptive titles, and I just think that if they're all doing it, then I should do that as well, because otherwise mine just kind of just looks plain and smaller, because it's literally 3 words compared to like a whole string of words and descriptors. So anyways, I'm going to go through all of this. I've contacted my graphic artist and just basically explained I'm going to have to change all of that. It's a waste of money and a waste of time. I'm literally like creating this whole thing again from scratch, but I'm learning, and it's things that you don't know when you're doing it for the first time. Okay,